reality for many Tutsis during the genocide. But RTLM didn't stop there. It employed a range of manipulative techniques to sway public opinion and mobilize support for the genocide. False information, conspiracy theories, and exaggerated threats purportedly posed by the Tutsi population were all part of the station's propaganda arsenal. By manipulating public perception, RTLM sought to justify and legitimize the violence unfolding across the country. The station also fostered a sense of solidarity among Hutu extremists. By framing the genocide as a patriotic duty, RTLM normalized and even celebrated acts of violence against Tutsis. It stripped away moral inhibitions, enabling mass atrocities to occur on an unprecedented scale. This was a direct incitement to violence, demonstrating the station's complicity in the genocide. It was a testament to the terrifying power of media, showing how it can be weaponized to mobilize hatred, fear, and ultimately, genocide. Despite its role in inciting violence, RTLM's influence began to wane following the defeat of the genocidal regime. The winds of change began to blow through Rwanda in the mid-90s as the genocidal regime crumbled under the weight of its own atrocities. The defeat of the Hutu-led government by the Rwandan Patriotic Front, a Tutsi-led rebel group, marked a significant turning point. This shift in power signaled the beginning of the end for RTLM. The station, which had been a tool of the government, was now a symbol of a dark and bloody past. RTLM's broadcasts came to a halt in July 1994, symbolically marking the end of a horrific chapter. The station's founders, realizing the gravity of their actions and the potential repercussions, fled the country. They left behind an institution that had been instrumental in one of the most chilling episodes of human history. But the end of RTLM's broadcasts didn't mean an immediate end to the ethnic tensions it had helped to stir up. The new government under President Paul Kagame had the monumental task of unifying a deeply divided nation. Kagame's administration had to navigate a delicate balance of bringing the perpetrators of the genocide to justice, while also fostering an environment of reconciliation and unity. The founders of RTLM, now fugitives, were pursued by international courts for their role in the genocide. Their flight from justice underscored the gravity of their crimes and the impact of their propaganda machine. The chase for these individuals served as a stark reminder of the destructive power of media when wielded irresponsibly. The fall of RTLM marked the end of an era of unchecked hate speech and state-sanctioned violence. It was a turning point for Rwanda, a nation that had been torn apart by ethnic tensions. Yet it also served as a grim reminder of the power of media to manipulate, divide, and incite violence. While the station ceased to exist, its impact left a lasting scar on Rwanda's history. The fall of RTLM was not just the end of a radio station, but the beginning of a long and arduous journey towards healing and reconciliation for the people of Rwanda. The aftermath of the genocide saw RTLM's legacy continue to loom large over Rwandan society. The radio station's role in fomenting hatred and violence had cut deep, leaving scars that persist to this day. These aren't just physical scars, but deep psychological wounds that have been etched into the collective memory of the Rwandan people. RTLM's broadcasts were not merely echoes in the airwaves. They were a potent weapon of psychological warfare. The station's messages of hate and division seeped into the very fabric of Rwandan society, sowing seeds of mistrust and fear that germinated into violence. The station's rhetoric dehumanized the Tutsi population, making it easier for atrocities to occur. The impact of RTLM's propaganda wasn't confined to the period of the genocide. Its influence extended far beyond that, contributing to ongoing tensions between Hutus and Tutsis. The station's broadcasts had effectively poisoned the well of interethnic relations, making reconciliation a Herculean task. In the years following the genocide, efforts to promote healing and unity among Rwandans have been complicated by the lingering effects of RTLM's propaganda. The station's broadcasts had created a narrative of us versus them, a narrative that proved difficult to dismantle. Even today, the specter of RTLM continues to haunt Rwanda, a grim reminder of the country's darkest hour. But the story of RTLM also serves as a cautionary tale about the power of media. It shows us how media can be weaponized to spread hate and incite violence. It reminds us of the responsibility that comes with the power to shape public opinion. In the hands of those with malicious intent, media can become a tool for manipulation and control. It can be used to dehumanize and demonize, to create divisions and inflame tensions. but it can also be used to educate and inform, to foster understanding and promote peace. This highlights the enduring power of media in shaping perceptions and fueling conflict, a stark reminder of the potential for media to incite violence.